Hello everybody, welcome back to Little Vergosity Gaming, coming to you from the Futurecraft server. I believe this is episode number 12, a whole dozen of them. That's just silly. Today guys, we are in our house and we have been woefully neglecting to do any decoration in here. We moved in here a little while ago, we built a nice little upstairs, but we just didn't do anything with it. But before it gets filled up with diorite or iron or lava or whatever else anybody wants to try to put in here, we're gonna actually get decorating it. And we started in the kitchen over here. We've just got a little counter space and threw in a little stove back there, and we're gonna play around with some different design ideas. But you know me and my concrete, and I like the white concrete, so we're probably going to do some work with that around here and then just add some trim in at some other places. Also guys, I brought back a new pet. I brought back a new pet from the little ice biome. He followed me all the way back home. We got a polar bear, and it's a little warm out here for him, so I think right back over in this little area here, we are going to go ahead and build a little bit of like an ice cave back in here, so he has someplace nice and cool to hang out. I think that'll look really good back there. It'll be kind of tucked away because, you know, it's a polar bear. We don't want him wandering around town there. Can't have bears loose on the town. So, yeah, we're going to just kind of dig out a little hole here and make a little cave. And then we're going to send him back here and he can live back over here. So, a couple things to work on today. Should be kind of fun. We'll actually see a lot of progress throughout this episode, and we will definitely have this house, this upstairs, all decorated and all done by the time the episode is over. So, let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, we've been chipping away at the kitchen area here, and we're starting to put together, you know, something that resembles an actual kitchen here a little bit. I kind of went with the green. It's, you know, I got to get some more accent colors in besides just the green because it's a little too green right now, but it's definitely a color. My kitchen is actually fairly green in real life, so it kind of resembles my kitchen, except my counters are green, not my cupboards. And we have a new trick, guys. So if you remember last episode, my beach was littered with some garbage. It's because there's a new trick we can do with Armorstands that we've learned about. We can actually start manipulating the Armorstands. And the main way you do this is basically to put it in a pose. So let's see here. We have an Armorstand. We're going to drop it down. And then we've got this book here called Statues. And if we kind of click near it, it's going to open up this table of contents here. And we can start doing all these different things. There's different style settings, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to show the arms, and there you go, now he's got some arms. And then let's just go to pose presets, and then we can set him into all sorts of different poses. Winning, there he is if he's winning, okay? So, I haven't even actually looked at a lot of these poses here, but confused. Oh dear, he's scratching his head. So yeah, the main way we would use these is to pose, but I'm going to start using them for decoration because you can have them hold things. Like, let's see, can we get him to hold the baked potato? Yep, so he's holding the baked potato back there. And then, watch this, we can hide the stand, and now there's just a potato floating. And that's how they got those things into the sand over there. So, we've done it in a couple spots over here already. This is my little coffee station. Before, I used to have the hopper actually kind of on an item frame. You'd have to kind of just be lined up, but we have the hopper now sitting right in the coffee cup. So now this is a proper drip percolator there. And I thought we had done one more over here, but I guess maybe not. Oh yeah, we put over in here, we put a diamond in a little case here. And we have a little valuable inside of a glass case. So what I'm going to work on right now is we've put a bowl in this guy's hand, and we're going to hide him right there. And there's just going to be a bowl sitting on the counter now, which is something, you know, it's not exactly Minecraft-ish. But let's see. So we go to this page here. Item on surface. So a line, an armor stand placed on a surface, so that an item held by it appears upright on the surface. So if we click that, look at that. We got a bowl sitting on the counter now. Actually, it needs to go down just a little bit, so we do nudge position, down, one more, maybe one more. There we go. Now we've got a bowl sitting on the counter. Now it's not 3D. That's unfortunate. I was hoping it would actually look like a bowl, but I guess that would be too much, huh? But yeah, so now we can have one more way we can decorate. I might actually put a couple bowls there and have a little set of them. So yeah, neat. And anyways, through the rest of the kitchen here, we just got kind of the normal thing going. We got a little cooker here with some smoke going up into the pipes there, and our normal sink here, and we put the fridge back in here. We got butter and milk and grape juice and, you know, some chicken and meat. We always keep the meats on the bottom. Always keep the meats on the bottom. We want to be safe here. And now we got to get this floating potato out of here. So I think if we do stand visible again, and then we should just be able to break it. Yep, there we go. So learning how to manipulate these stands is kind of interesting. I was going to actually put some of them around in here to make it look like there were people and make it look like a diorama, but I think that would actually scare me when I walk in my house every time. If there are some random armor stands around, I tend to have to scare myself like that. So I think we're going to leave it alone for now. But yeah, the kitchen kind of coming along here. And we're going to have to turn our attention over to the living room, but I put up a little bit of partition here. I saw somebody do this somewhere. I don't remember where, but I think it looks really, really neat, and it's going to help separate the kitchen area from the party area and the living room area. So we need forks for the countertop if people are going to be able to eat, and so I'm like, all right, well, we use Trident for forks. And I spent a long time over here before and never got one, and the second guy I killed dropped me a Trident. So, pretty excited about that. And we need one more to complete the fork set, because there are 2 settings, so let's see if now. I imagine the next one's going to take a little while, though, but this is way easier than having to go find them out in the world. I'll tell you that much. They just come right to you. So we got the Trident in. We had to turn it a little bit, twist it a little bit, but we got it. And I think it's funny, that's the first Trident I've had on this server. And what do I do with it? I use it for freaking decoration. I use it for a fork. Don't even keep one for myself just to have a Trident. It's immediately a glowy blue fork. I'd love to get ones that weren't enchanted, but I don't even know if that's even a possibility. So we might have to just spend some time up there at that little farm and keep getting them. Because we need another fork for over here. And then we're going to probably need a knife. Oh, this could get absolutely out of control really quickly with the fact that I can just set things places now instead of having to put them in frames and whatnot. Like, look at over here. We got a nice little totem. Then I moved the diamond forward a little bit because I realized if it's at this position here, it comes out light. If you move it back one more, it comes out dark. So guys, right out of the front of my house, there's a new installation over here. There is a little DJ booth. Check it out, guys. It's DJ Jazzy Zef. This is how I first saw these little armor stands being played around with here, and actually using them for their intended purpose. And he's a little DJ. He's got his records. Look, he's got his arm up because he's listening to the tunes in the headphones there. This came out pretty good, but he's playing to nobody right now. So I think that we're going to use our newfound armor stand trick, and we're going to actually use it like a real armor stand this time, because up to now all I've done is just basically... Oh, I can't put a carpet right here, can I? Oh, I can. And then one right here? Oh, I can. They float on water. Okay, I didn't think I could actually do that. So yeah, we're going to make ourselves a little platform here. So we're going to put me on the armor stand out here. So we grab our boots, our shirt, our pants, and my head. Okay, and then let's see here. We need to show arms. And then we need to do pose, and I think we're going to do lazing. I think that looks pretty good, but we need to lower myself and then make my head come up a little bit so we're actually looking over at him. Correct? Right? Because right now we're not really looking at him. We're kind of looking off to the side. So, let's see here. Alright, so now DJ Jazzy Zef has a fan in the crowd. I'm sitting here hanging him out, listening to him play some music. Yeah, I think that's much better. I think that looks much better. Definitely, you know, you don't want to play to an empty house here. And so we just grabbed ourselves a little floaty thing, a little floaty raft, and just sailed across the water. And here we are now, hanging out, listening to Zef. I like it, guys. I like it. Look, that's the first time I've actually used the armor stand as an actual armor stand, not just holding up little items all over the place. Because, guys, we did a lot of work, a lot of work over here. And I always try to show progress as I go on, but man, I just get going sometimes, and all of a sudden, it's just about done. So, it is just about done, guys. Just about done. Here's the kitchen. Okay, and we're using these armor stands, these little hidden armor stands all over the place. We got some bowls with some berries there. We've got a fork being held right there. We saw our little coffee pot before. You know, we got our stove going with some meat to be cut there. We got flowers or plants across the top there, and did some vines hanging down a little bit, and the vines keep going all over the place. So we got to get some more string, because I've learned these vines just kind of go wherever unless you put string down. So as long as you put a piece of string here, that'll stop them. But I haven't put one over here yet, and you can see it was starting to run down there, so we don't want that to happen. And we got a nice display case holding a diamond and the totem of undying. Those are a couple more armor stands in there. There's our divider, and then just a simple little desk here. And guys, this is this right here. This is 3 different armor stands holding a leaf block in 3 different directions, and then placed upon this little stand here. So this little guy took me quite a while to get it into the right spot, because it was really hard, because you got 3 different armor stands and they're basically all on top of each other right now. So it was tough clicking the one I wanted and getting that one to move the proper space. But look at that. That is our amazing little bonsai tree. An amazing little bonsai tree. I think that is so neat looking, man. No longer does Minecraft have just to be big blocks. Now we can actually use these little blocks to put them wherever we want. So fantastic. Did you guys just see this vine over here grow too? Because see how I got string there, but I don't have any here? So yeah, look, it's even going up on the top. Oh man, we don't want that. It could actually take over here, so we're going to have to put a bunch of string down, it would appear, to stop it from growing everywhere. But let's take a look at the living room. Oh, how pretty, how pretty, how pretty, guys. Little wall decoration, a few paintings, some shelves holding some plants, and our in-floor fish tank, our in-floor aquarium. Look at this. We headed out to the tropical waters and got ourselves some fish, grabbed some coral, some sea pickles, and some of the other little coral thingies there, and the fans and the bubble coral tubes and whatnot, and we brought them all back and made ourselves a little fish tank down in here. There's only 2 fish in there so far. We're definitely going to get some more, but for now, that looks absolutely amazing. I'm really, really happy with how that came out. I thought it was going to look a little bit silly because now we don't really have like a coffee table in the middle here. However, it's just too big of an area. A coffee table looked really weird. If I wanted to make a coffee table look good, it had to be really, really huge, and I didn't want that. So I figured we'd do something a little different and added the aquarium in the floor right here. I had played with the idea of putting an aquarium here and doing like a row here and coming around in that, and then having the aquarium be like one wide on this strip right here and going floor to ceiling. But it didn't look right at all. It was too big and bulky in the middle of the room right there. So that didn't work for us. So we just went ahead and put it down here. And these guys are secure. They're not going to go anywhere. Nice and trapped in there. And they will be our friends forever. So, hey guys, how do you think this came out? I really think the interior came out very, very nice in here. Probably, you know, I'll do maybe just a little bit more detailing. But I think we're going to head outside and start working on that bear cave for now. We do need to do the bedroom. But I think the house is looking spiffy for at least for a minute. So yeah, let's head out and get going on that bear cave there. Okay, here we are trying to do the bear cave. And man, this is rough for me here. I don't know. I thought in the beginning I was going to do all white all around and then have like icicles sticking down and sticking up. I mean, it looks okay. I just don't know. I don't know, man. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to decorating. This is a little different for me. It's tough for me to leave these rough edges like this, but if I want it to look like a cave, it has to look like a cave, and it has to have rough edges. When I first came in, I just cut a box, and I was like, that looks awful. So then I just started chipping away a little bit here and there. I replaced all the dirt with stone, and what's neat about the snow layers here is that, so this would be spawnable if there's nothing there, and you put 1 snow layer down, it's still spawnable, but if you put 2 down, it's no longer spawnable. So as long as we have 2 layers of snow on each of these caps here, we can keep this nice and dark in here, which is kind of the idea. I don't want it to be super bright in here. I want it to be nice and dark, because, you know, this is where the guy's gonna have to hole up in the winter. And basically, the rest of his life, he's going to hole up in here, not just in the winter. So we got to play around with maybe like some snow on the bottom kind of going up and then the stone exposed on the top, maybe. Maybe that would look a little bit better if I kind of did that around. I don't know. We're going to keep playing, though, and see what else we can come up with here. We got to break this up. We can't have the stone on the top. and then nothing on the bottom. So what if we even just put ice down like that? It's a little too... it's a little too even still. What about if we did a little bit over here then too? No, other way. The stone has to come from the top. So put the quartz and then we'll extend the stone down like that. And maybe one here. No, I don't like that either. Alright, well, it's definitely just going to take some experimenting here. So let me play around a little bit and we'll see what more we can come up with, how we can make it look a little bit better. Oh boy, everybody. Something happened. Something happened, and you may be able to tell right away, instantly, guys. Shaders are back. Shaders are back. Look at this place now. Now look out here. Thought it looked cool before. Look at that. Gorgeous clouds, realistic looking water, shadows, moving leaves, and grass is blowing in the wind. It just looks like a whole different world when shaders are enabled. Let's do a little before and after here. Alrighty, guys, check out our little polar bear cave back here. Hi, buddy. How's it going? So, what we ended up doing was we hung a bunch of glass panes off of the ceiling, white glass panes, that kind of looks a little bit like icicles now, and we added a little bit more layer here and kind of just tried to fit the ice in a little bit better to make it look like some icicles were hanging down. So, for now, I think I'd like to employ somebody on the server to come and help me do this a little bit better, but for now, he's actually looking pretty decent, and guys, it's nighttime. I just can't get over how much different the game looks right now. How much more incredible everything looks with the shaders turned on. Now, you notice the frame rates have dropped a little bit, and we will do something about that. This is just like a pre-release version of this, so it's not a finalized version. So it'll get better as we go on here, I'm pretty sure. We did take quite a hit of about, I don't know, 60% maybe in our frame rates. But, I mean, I think it's worth it because look at how amazing this place looks. Let's actually go flying from above now that it's nighttime and see what it looks like above. Oh, the moon and the stars and the clouds. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at our town all lit up at night now. Look at our town all lit up at night. This beautiful view from the back here. There's the vegetable farm that we put in. There's our house in the distance rendering right now. So all in all, guys, this is a pretty successful episode. We actually got the whole interior of the house all decorated. We put a little place for our bear to live. Look at how I'm glowing here. That's weird. Why am I glowing super red and extra shiny? That's interesting. You guys see that? I'm super shiny today. Huh, I wonder if it's like a glare off of the moon or something, but like I said, this is just a pre-release, it's not a final version, so we're happy to even have this right now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know I had fun making it. If you guys want to check out what happens next time in Futurecraft, then I would hit subscribe and click that bell, and you'll always know as soon as a new episode is going to come out. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.